Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, we got another great series starting for you. This time, it's a regional championship for Game of Thrones, the card game, 2nd edition. We're in Rochester, New York, at the amazing store, Millennium Games. Check them out if you're in Rochester, New York, or passing through anywhere in the area. Go check them out. They are awesome. Just want to shout out to Travis, the owner, for contributing extra prize support to this tournament. I mean, it was pretty crazy. He had Monopoly, like Game of Thrones Monopoly. He had Game of Thrones a trivia game. He threw in HBO themed, HBO Game of Thrones shot glasses, licensed Game of Thrones pillows, Funko Pops out the wazoo, mugs, extra Game of Thrones paraphernalia all over the place. He even ordered custom house cards from other tournaments and gave those out. He had prizes for the top house. He had extra prizes for the people in the cut. He had extra prizes for people that didn't make the cut. He had prizes for people that came at the bottom of the tournament. So I just want to shout out to Travis over at Millennium Games for being awesome and adding the extra prize support to the tournament, which enticed quite a few extra people to show up. I believe we had 44 players at this tournament. So we're going 6 rounds of Swiss, which you're going to see on this channel. I have a match from each round, and then we'll go to a top 8 elimination. So that's 3 games in the cut, including the finals. So make sure you guys subscribe to this channel to be notified when those go live. And it should be in a nice little playlist on the channel too if you're seeing this down the road and you want to see the games from the beginning to the end. You can binge watch those at your leisure. So on the left we have Vinnie. He's playing Lannister, Banner of the Dragon. Looks like he's set up a pretty nice Tywin and a Targaryen reducing character there, the Targaryen Loyalist. And on the right we have Joe, who has set up, looks like Jaime Lannister, and is that a Widow's Wail, I believe, underneath him there? And it looks like he started with Wraiths in their midst, and he's playing Lannister, Banner of the Kraken. It looks like he's going first, due to, at the bottom of the screen there, you can see the seal of the hand pointing towards the first player. I guess that's how Vinnie is using it for determining first player. And it looks like Vinnie has thrown out a naval superiority to start. So he was looking to hit a Kingdom or an Edict there to reduce the gold down to 0 on his opponent's plot card. But I believe he missed there because Wraiths in their midst is a winter traded plot, so that will not hit it.
What's your drink order, boys?
Scotch in the rocks.
You guys want drinks?
So it looks like out of the 4 gold that Joe, the Lannister player on the right, collected, he was only able to spend 1 for a merchant, and he's sitting on 3. So most likely he's holding on to an ambush character of some kind, we would think, or maybe he's hoping to get off a put to the sword, or maybe a tears or something sneakily, or has some kind of event. Maybe he's playing the events in Lannister that jump in characters like Never Bet Against My Family or Hear Me Roar. And it looks on the left side there for Vinnie, the Lannister Dragon player. He was able to marshal a Red Cloaks who have an action. You can give them 1 gold to increase their strength during intrigue challenges. And it looks like Vinnie is sitting on 2 gold, and they're in the challenge phase now. And it looks like Jaime Lannister is coming in with his usual military challenge, not standing. 7 strength, because he's got that Widow's Wail. And it looks like it's blocked with 8 strength from Tywin. And Tywin will collect a renowned power, putting Vinnie, the Lannister Dragon player, on the board with 1 power to 0.
In the window before power for 1.
Looks like we have a power challenge of 1 with the Lansport Merchant there on the right. And it looks like the unopposed is blocked with the Targaryen Loyalist. So it's now 1-1. Tie goes to the attacker. But he will not get an unopposed bonus, and there is no power to be claimed on Vinnie's beautiful Tywin house card there in the bottom left. So over to Vinnie for challenges. He's doing an intrigue challenge here with the Red Cloaks. And Joe is checking out his hand there, seeing, assessing his risk of what cards he could lose. If he loses intrigue challenge, he will lose a card at random. And we looks like we have a full block with Jaime for 7, so he likes what's in his hand, or he doesn't want to risk losing something in his hand. And looks like Jaime will block with a full block, and we have the 2 gold spent on Vinnie's side there from his naval superiority card. Where he was holding it to play Burned Men. And there it is. I never bet against my family for 0 gold. He wants to add another character into play. From the bottom of his deck, he's going to reveal the bottom 5 cards. And he selects 1 unique Lannister character to throw into play. If that card is still in play at the end of the phase, it will be discarded. So if it's a unique character, unique character you have in play already, it will become a duplicate. And if that duplicate's still there at the end of the phase, it will go away to the discard pile, I believe. Now he's supposed to reveal these to his opponent, all 5, and he did not, which is interesting. So Vinnie, you should have took that card and read it carefully because he should have been revealing them. And he's supposed to put them back on the bottom of the deck, but he just tried to shuffle them back in. And looks like I hope he got him there and put him on the back, or on the bottom, sorry. Put him on the bottom in any order he chooses. But it looks like he whiffed there and did not find a unique Lannister character.
We'll pass to your challenges. Well played. No other actions.
No actions. Claim.
And it looks like the Landsport Merchant will be claimed. He was not able to find someone to defend that 2-strength military challenge from those burned men that jumped in. So now he's down to Jaime Lannister on the board with a Widow's Wail, which is looking like if Vinnie has a March to the Wall in his deck, he wants to play it now to discard 1 character from each side on the board, which will only get rid of Targaryen Loyalist or Burn Men, maybe even Red Cloaks on his side. But will hit that Jaime Lannister. But that Widow's Wail would go back to hand if he were to flip March to the Wall. So it was nice seeing Tywin early, able to flip Naval Superiority there due to having +2 gold. So at least it's a 4 gold plot, even if you do miss. Let's see what they choose for their round 2 plots. Oh, looks like Joe is getting rid of some cards there for reserve. Looks like a Trial by Combat. Not sure what the other card was. You guys may have caught that there. But he got rid of 2 cards to get down to his reserve. It's 5 reserve on that plot. Wraiths in their midst, which is not that great as a starting plot, in my opinion.
I figured I'd see March shortly.
So it looks like a Heads on Spikes flipped by the Lannister Kraken player on the right into the March to the Wall that we were talking about on the left there. So we will see that Targaryen Loyalist marched away to the discard pile. And Jaime Lannister going to the discard pile, and the Widow's Wail going back to hand. Now let's see if Joe is able to grab a character from Vinnie's hand with Heads on Spikes. And he does not. He gets a Hand's Judgment. So he will not get 2 power or send a character to the dead pile there. So we'll miss again.
First.
So a completely cleared board here for Joe. He has nothing on the board, no locations, no event, or no characters, sorry, and 4 gold. So he does play a Tickler for 2. And does he have another character he can play for 2? And he does. He has to pay for his Queen's Assassin in marshalling phase instead of using it as ambush.
Yep.
He's in desperation mode now, trying to get anything he can on the board to not allow his opponent to go crazy with unopposed challenges, gaining unopposed bonus power and rushing to the win. Looks like Vinnie slaps down a King's Road there.
Yep.
And it looks like for 7 costs, he's thrown in Sir Gregor Clegane, the Mountain, who is a 10 strength military. He also has Renown and Pillage, so that Renown is going to help him speed up the game and get him power when he's in challenges he wins. And he does have a reaction to pillaging. If he does pillage off a character off the deck of his opponent, he can react and move it to the dead pile and also kill a character with equal cost in play.
First challenge of the game. Yep.
So it looks like an intrigue challenge of 2 with the Queen's Assassin being fully blocked by Tywin, gaining a Renown.
Such is the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right.
There's Dormar.
So Vinnie on the left is now up to 3 power. He's got 1 on his house card, 2 on Tywin. And we have 1 on the right there on Joe's house card.
The challenges phase, in which you have first opportunity for actions.
I have no action.
I'll take his military icon. That's pretty good. That is successful.
Go.
Sure.
Looks like that is all the challenges for Joe. So now we're over to Vinnie there doing a military challenge with the Mountain. Sir Gregor Clegane, who has declared no defenders on the right side here. So we have an unopposed bonus. We got the Queen's Assassin claimed. So Gregor gains the renown. And it looks like a fishing net is pillaged off the top of the deck. So we will not have the Mountain's reaction triggered. And now an intrigue with the red cloaks. We do have gold on the plot card there in the bottom left. So he could be triggered to raise if he needed to. But I don't see any gold on the right side, so no Widow's Wail option. It looks like a Tears of Bliss was grabbed for intrigue claim.
There's no gold left, right?
And it was unopposed again.
Okay.
So it looks like he's betting on this Tickler play.
During dominance is an action.
Yep.
Continuing with dominance power.
That resolves.
So it looks like a Targaryen Loyalist comes off the top of the deck. There is no Targaryen Loyalist in play. We've now seen 2 of them from Vinnie's deck, so none will be discarded out of play. It has to be a exact same copy of the card that just came off the deck for the Tickler's ability
Dominance, right?
to discard it from play.
Yep.
It looks like Dominance is collected. A little backwards order there. Dominance should be decided first before the Tickler is used. Tickler does happen in the action window in Dominance, which is after Dominance is calculated and awarded.
Oh, then I just bring that up the
No,
first time.
Arian C, yes.
There's another copy in there. Unopposed.
No reaction.
So we have First Snow of Winter flipped on the left there, and Wildfire Assault flipped on the right. So for First Snow of Winter, it's a 3/5/1 Omen and a Winter Plot. At the start of challenges, any characters that cost 3 or less will bounce back to their owner's hands on both sides.
Your plot has no reaction, so I'm called.
And a Wildfire, we are having it kill a Red Cloaks. And you can choose up to 3 characters to save and kill the rest. And obviously Joe on the right is going to choose the Tickler, and no one else will die.
Last challenges.
And this board looks a little scary with Tywin and the Mountain facing down a Tickler. I don't know how Joe's going to get out of this one,
Oh, I get one.
especially since he has not seen any economy locations. And that he never bets against his family there event whiffing really hurt him.
This is
But he only has 4 gold from his plot again. Eventually you're just going to run out of 2-cost characters to play.
yeah. Go.
So he doesn't have anything, and he's going to pass and sit on 4 gold.
Left.
3 and 2 for Tywin.
So 5 gold collected on Vinnie's side. Got 2 off his Tywin bonus there. And for 5 gold, he's going to play Tyrion Lannister, who's going to gain him some gold during the challenge phase after intrigue challenges are initiated.
You go first.
And there go the characters back to hand. So we had that Burnman go back to hand, which is always great. You can ambush that in later using that Tyrion gold. And now the Tickler has gone back to hand. So another empty board for Joe, which does not look good. I do not see a way out of this for him. We're pretty much just waiting for Vinnie to close this out at this point. And he should be able to do it pretty quickly there with the 2 renowned characters on the board.
Is unopposed.
And unopposed bonuses. So we got Tyrion coming in with an intrigue challenge here. Unopposed, obviously, gaining 2 gold.
Got the third one.
And there goes the Tickler.
Military with Sir Gregor.
Yeah, she's right.
So we have a military challenge here with the Mountain. It's like no defenders again.
Kind of keyword.
So we have a Theon Greyjoy pillaged who is going to the dead pile.
Power.
And it looks like a power challenge here with Tywin.
Unopposed.
No defenders, claiming the only power that Joe has. And getting renown on Tywin. And taking dominance.
Yep. Dominance.
Set him up.
So it looks like Vinnie is now up to 9 power on his house card in the bottom there. And plus another 5 in renown on his 2 characters out there on the board, Tywin and the Mountain. So he is 1 power away from winning. And Joe is sitting at 0, so not a good first round for Joe for this regional. And he's going to flip March to the Wall, which is not going to hit him. And Wildfire is not going to hit Vinnie or Joe. So it looks like the Tyrion that was just played is going to the discard pile.
Okay. Drawing.
So basically Joe has to put something out there in play that's going to stop Tywin or the Mountain from winning a challenge. Since they both have renown, if either of them is in a challenge, they win. On offense or defense, they're going to close this game out. And we know Joe possesses Kraken cards in his deck. We saw Theon come off the deck and die there. He definitely needs someone with stealth to do any damage. So we have Cersei Lannister played, who is not going to do much. Even on attack, she can be fully blocked by Tywin. And you'd think Tywin's going to get renown, but he just got Milk of the Poppies, so he just lost his renown. So we're over to Vinnie on the left, the Lannister Dragon player for marshalling. He plays a Western Fiefdom, so another economy location.
Sure, that's unopposed.
And it looks like that's all he's going to play. Sitting on 5 gold. And it looks like he passes challenges over to Vinnie. Vinnie goes in with the military challenge, unopposed, gaining unopposed bonus renown. More than he needs to win, and that is it. They shake hands. Congrats to Vinnie on the win with his House Lannister Banner of the Dragon deck. Thanks, guys, for playing under the camera. That was table number 1, but for the first round, it's random. But we're going to be filming table number 1 for the rest of the tournament here. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on this video. Make sure you comment below if you want to give me some feedback. That's always appreciated. And stay tuned. We got more videos of this regional series coming up. It only gets better. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for your support.